Hi guys, welcome to the Hobby House, the House of Hobby. Today, this is the first ever Blood Bowl show of the channel. I'm Jay and I'm with Will and Lackie, and we'll go through 3 sections today. The first one is an opportunity for those who haven't seen our games yet to see the highlights of each of the game from the first week. In the same section, Lackie will be talking about injuries.
Yep, so I'll be going through the injuries for the 3 games, looking at some of the worst injuries, how long those injuries will be lasting for, and also having a quick look at Treasury to see if those coaches can cover those injuries or if we're going to be looking at journeymen.
Ooh. We'll see. Okay. Then the second section will be Will's, and you're going to take us through our league rules.
Yep. So I'll be covering the league rules just to keep everyone up to date with how we're running our league, what rules we're using, what rules we aren't, and then after that, how we upgrade our players. So nice. If you have a little look on the pitch right now, you can see these are all the players who are either upgrading or they're going to be on the MVP lineup. So I'll be covering that later.
The best part of Blood Bowl.
Oh, absolutely.
Probably some double sixes.
No. All right. And what do we have for our viewers?
So following that, we have a big reveal for the Hobby House League. And there will be a team making a big splash in the arena.
Whoop.
So there's a little surprise lurking in the waters. So make sure you stick around for part 3 of the roundup.
Very interesting. All right, so that will be section 3. And what we'll also do in this section is a live draw of all the different games for our second week of the league. Well, that's pretty much it. And to start with, we're going to have Will covering our first game, Chaos Chosen versus Nurgle, coming up next.
Alright folks, so we're back for the first segment of our roundup, and it's going to be me taking you guys through the first game.
Yeah, nice.
So the first game, for those of you who missed it, was Lockie's Vengeful Brutes. They are the Chaos Pact team, and they faced off against Jerome's Rotterdam Sniffles, which are the Nurgle team.
Yep.
So before I get into it in a little bit more depth, guys, do you want to give me a little... first or last impressions?
Yeah, look, it was a tough game.
Yeah.
Well, we spent a lot of turns not getting a lot done. It was crash and bash, and we thought it would be crash and bash, but maybe not to the extent that it was. If I was to pick out a moment that I kind of sticks out in my mind, is all of those failed 3+ pickups and dodges in the second half to sneak away a victory, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, look, I share the same feeling. I remember a lot of frustration, a lot of missed opportunities, really. I think it could have been a very decent game with a couple of touchdowns, but we just couldn't, convert our opportunities, which is the frustrating part. So I'm really interested to see how the stats, tell us about this lack of transforming ops and getting to the end of our actions.
Was it as hard? Do the stats tell us it was as hard as we thought it was to play the game? That's the question.
Perhaps you'll see. But before I get into it and in any more depth, I just want to say, for those of you who just played the tabletop game and haven't played the online game, this sequence is going to be a little bit like the post-match sequence in the online game, where you get to see the dice rolls and the stats. So, how many times, that you successfully picked up the ball, how many armor breaks you got. So it's going to be a few things like that. And let us know if you like this segment moving forward. So we'll catch you back for that.
All right, El Professor, what do you have for us?
Well, I think the first thing I'd like to quickly say before I dive any deeper is that if you looked at the pure stats of passes and pickups and catches, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It was the problem of having them in sequence. Neither of you could just get a nice, clean sequence of pass, catch. Lockie got it once in the first half, but it didn't get him far enough. There was just too much of back and forth, tit for tat. and neither of you were able to capitalize because there was too many early turnovers. So that's the first thing. For both of you in this game, you each had 16 turns, and for both of you, more than half of your turns ended prematurely because of turnovers.
Yeah, turnovers.
That's right. Yeah, so there was some fault at some point that led to an early turnover. So there was a number of players just left out without the ability to complete an action themselves. And I'm not talking about like, okay, it's a turnover because I took a cheeky one dice block right at the end. That happened one or two times.
Yeah.
Most of the time it was really bad double skulls.
Decent sequences, but
or a shocking dodge that you couldn't get even with a reroll. Yeah. So getting straight into it, Locks, you had 46 two dice blocks and 12 one dice blocks. And 60% of those two dice blocks went through, with only 10% resulting in skulls. So not bad. But Jay, you were a little bit better. You had 60% of your two dice blocks out of your 37 in total going through and getting power, with only 5% resulting in you going down.
Yeah,
so you're about half as good as Locks when it came to protecting your own players with the same punch rate.
What about my one dice blocks?
Your one dice blocks were incredible, mate.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's right. Yeah, you. So Lockie had 12 one dice blocks, and he was a 4-4-4 split for skulls, pushes, and knocking you down. Whereas you were 7 out of 10 knocking him down. So whenever you did a one dice block,
I'll take those one dice blocks more often.
That's right. You only had one skull actually from your. Yeah, it was pretty good. So yeah, look, that was pretty good for you guys. What else we need to talk about is armor breaks.
Yeah.
So Jerome, you were the more efficient armor breaker, mate.
See, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm the strongest, so.
Yeah. So look, you had 9 armor breaks and Lockie had 11. But when you look at the efficiency, Lockie had to do a lot more armor breaks, about approximately a third more, to get to just 2 more than you. However, he did convert those armor breaks into a few more injuries.
Yeah, that's what counts.
That's right. Yeah. So you got an injury and 2 cash, Jay, whereas Lockie got an injury and 2 KOs. Whereas Lockie got 3 KOs and 3 injuries. So he had a much better conversion rate once he broke armor.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's fair in a way because he pushed for it more.
Yeah.
Yeah. He took a lot more risks, and actually many more of his turnovers were a result of 2 dice blocks that didn't go his way. As a result, as well as 1 dice blocks.
Okay.
So the majority of Lockie's turnovers were actually in his blocking.
Yeah, okay.
Whereas,
it makes sense as well because if you take more blocks, there's more opportunities for you to fail them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it was just
2 dice block.
It was interesting how many 2 dice blocks let you down. You had 2 that would have been turnovers if you hadn't re-rolled, and 2 that were just turnovers because you couldn't afford to re-roll at the time. So yeah, your 2 dice blocks let you down a little bit.
Which is somewhat frustrating because I remember at the start of the game I said I'm saving my re-rolls for picking up the ball and passing sequences, and I get into the game and I do 58 blocks.
Yeah.
So
it's tempting.
It always is.
Yeah.
Cool.
So other than that, go for it's were a little bit punishing.
A little bit punishing.
Yeah, Jerome, you had 6 go for it's and 2 fails.
That's a lot. Yeah, that feels like a lot.
Oh no, 5 go for it's. Sorry, 5 go for it's and 2 ended in turnovers.
It's even worse. I mean, what's the percentage of failing a go for it?
Oh, it should be about 17%.
It's 17%.
1 in 6.
What's my ratio?
It's a bit more than double that.
Yeah.
It's
huge.
Yeah, we're talking 40%.
Yeah, and you're burning rerolls, and all of a sudden it's a reroll you can't use on a pickup or a pass or a catch.
That's right. Yeah, and Lockie was bang on average 1 in 6 for him. Yeah. So his go for it was punishing.
Much better.
When it came to catches and pickups and passes, it was a bit of a mess for both of you. In the first half, Lockie managed to pick up the ball 4 times in a row before failing. So he was really good with his pickups. I think he had a couple of failed passing sequence that really stopped him from getting himself up the pitch. But otherwise, not bad. Then the real killer was dodges.
Let's hear it.
Shambles, really. A shambles. Jerome, you had 6 dodges in the game. 3 of them failed. 2 of them ended up in turnovers.
Oh.
And Lox, you had 3 dodges in the game. 2 of them failed, both ending up in turnovers. So 2 bashing teams just shouldn't be dodging.
That's a good lesson, man.
And on that note, folks, these were all 3+ dodges. So we weren't dodging into tackle zones. We weren't dodging with anyone who was AG2. These were all 3+ dodges, all letting us down.
And didn't some of those dodges end up in armor breaks as well?
That's right. Yep. So 2 for Jerome,
Of course.
and well, you
2 out of 2.
You broke 2.
So he. Oh,
That's
really?
right. Yep. Lockie dodged twice, failed, and 2 armor breaks for you.
Okay, so I haven't gone through all these stats, but just listening to you and looking at the numbers, it looks like that game could have been a bloodbath.
Yeah.
Because we broke armor a lot. We broke armor on dodges, on failed dodges, on go for it maybe as well. We were quite friendly with each other.
Yeah, look, it could have been worse. I think the reason it might have seemed friendly at the time was because, we roll injury rolls live. And we only had 1 miss next game, right?
And on top of that, when you have regeneration coming in for Noble,
I had regen.
There was
that's right.
a couple of rotters. I think I pested on a rotter that came back during the course of the game, so it helps to keep that equilibrium kind of solid.
I think my bloater came back.
That bloater actually rolled miss next game.
It was too.
Yeah, and then he regened himself.
That's awesome.
So that helped, because it was
Great
3 cash, but only 1 was left up in the...
Yeah. Wow.
So
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Thanks, Professor Will. All right.
Fascinating.
So that was very eye-opening, actually. I really like it. I hope we can see that again in the future.
Game 2 of the Hobby House League saw the classic encounter of humans versus orcs, with Jay's Birabong Falcons up against Mork Ruffalo's Miracle Machines. This game was an absolute joy to watch, with the crashing, bashing, thrilling, blood-spilling action that is Blood Bowl. Getting straight into the action, turn 2 for the humans saw arguably the best play of the game, when number 7, Blitzer and emerging star, Seb Shabal, pulling off a stunning play. This was the sequence. He announced his blitz and needed a 4+ dodge, with Jay rolling a 6. This was then into another dodge, which needed a 3+. He blitzed the ball carrier, getting his power. He went for it to pick up the ball, and he picked up the ball. The following turn, Seb Shabal was not done. He blitzed to free up the handoff to the catcher, Marco Borlo. Due to the tackle zones, the handoff was a 4+, but Shabal managed to get it off, with Marco Borlo dodging out and charging down the pitch, leaving an unassailable distance between the Orc defenders and the ball. Marco Borlo would go on to score the first touchdown of the Hobby House League in the next turn, with the Birabong Falcons taking a commanding 1-0 lead going into turn 5. The kickoff was unbelievable and saw a pitch invasion, with the Miracle Machines taking full advantage of their fame to completely obliterate Birabong's back line, leaving both throwers, both catchers, a blitzer and a lineman stunned for the start of the drive. Failing to grasp the advantage, Wills' Orcs would begin what could only be called a series of unfortunate events. In turn 5, the Orcs were unable to capitalize on their man advantage, despite the fact the passer Greg the Throwy was able to pick up the ball. A greedy SPP passing play would result in a turnover. Turn 6 was the same, with the Miracle Machines. As Jay's entire backline was still eating grass, Greg the Throwy was unable to seize his moment, rolling a double 1 trying to pick up the ball. Turn 7 saw the Orcs again peppering the humans' defense, with another passing sequence from Greg the Throwy. This time, however, Greg managed to pass to his blitzer, Pacemaker Pete. However, the ball slipped through his fingers, resulting in another frustrating turnover. When it looked like the Miracle Machines would be unable to score for the half, they had one last attacking play in turn 8, when once again, Greg the Throwy was called upon for one of his famed passing plays. After successfully picking up the ball, Greg the Throwy started weighing up the pass. Assessing his options and looking over at the coach's boxes for the nod, Greg the Throwy decided to go for it, and thus creating an easier quick pass. And perhaps in typical fashion, Will rolled a 1, leaving Greg the Throwy in the dirt and the Orcs left reeling after failing to capitalize on their chance. Halftime ended with Jay's Birabong Falcons taking a 1-0 lead. The second half began with Jay's Birabong Falcons receiving. The humans started aggressively, with the passer Tom Brandy successfully picking up the ball and passing it to his catcher, Chris Rolumbus. In quintessential Chris Rolumbo fashion, Instead of taking the safer option of a cage, Rolumbo decided to bolt it down the left touchline, skipping past the defending Orcs who had planted themselves on the line of scrimmage. Turn 1 of Miracle Machines would see his Goblin, star reserve and smallest player on the pitch, Toothpick, successfully blitz the ball carrier Crispin Rolumbo, knocking him down and dislodging the ball. This would start the gradual clustering on the left flank, as both Will and Jay maneuvered their players around the ball, resulting in the next few turns of bashing around the ball, desperately working to pick it up and find a breakthrough. This game of tit for tat would continue as turn 5 for the Falcons would break the deadlock, as Seb Shabal and Iron Jack managed to breach the defences and find space down the right touchline. Turn 6 and 7 for the Morks Miracle Machines would see a beautiful turnover, with Will masterfully picking up the ball with unlikely hero, Ball Donkey Daniel, and manoeuvring him into position for a counter-attack. Ladies and gentlemen, in all great sports, champions stand up in the big moments, and Blood Bowl is indeed no exception. Trailing 1-0 and with the clock running down, the Miracle Machines captain, Mr. Mork Ruffalo himself, stepped up to throw little Ball Donkey Daniel towards the touchdown line. Here was the sequence. Really stupid. Mork rolled a 4, needing a 2+. Always hungry, 2+. He rolls a 5. Throw teammate, 3+. Mork rolled a 6. And with the throw successful and Ball Donkey Daniel airborne, he would go flying towards the end zone, tumbling forwards. It all came down to the landing. Needing a 4+ to land, Will mustered his courage, rolling a 6 and pulling off the greatest comeback play we have seen in the Hobby House League so far. With ball in hand, Ball Donkey Daniel strolled into the end zone and the game ended 1-1, and what a game it was!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hobby House. This is game 3 of the Hobby House League. The furious Tiki Taka are facing the sneaky Miracle Machines. A tough matchup for the only stunted team in the league against probably one of the strongest and fastest teams. Ball Donkey Daniel and Mork Ruffalo have proven in the previous game that nothing is impossible when goblins and trolls combine with each other. Let's see if more goblins can fight for the victory today. The goblins will be facing 6 stars today, but the Fluffanada takes 1 down from turn 2. First KO. Clive Warren for a quick pass to the Space Goblin. Reroll, but no, it fumbles. Look at what speed the Tiki Taka are flanking the goblins. Fluffanada for another block, rolls a 1, it's reroll and rolls a 6. Snazzy heads off to the Space Goblin. It is a complicated cat with a play in his tackle zone. Let's have a look. No, and here comes the first double skull for Fancy Tommy. Snazzy McGravitt blitzing the ball carrier. Look at his determination. First dodge is fine. Second dodge is fine. Okay, he needs to go for it now. No. Important reroll. No. Well, that's an easy one for the Tiki Takas. And it is 1-0 at halftime. Welcome back everyone. We're starting the second half and look at all these ones on the sweltering heat for the goblins. I mean, look at that. That's 4 players out before the start of the second half. Not the best start for Tommy. Chupo taking the right flank. It looks like he wants to hand it off to the Saurus blocker. That'll be a 5+ to catch, but he's going for it. And he makes it! Wow! And it looks like this Saurus blocker is not done yet. Look at him, he's blitzing Clive Warren. Alright, block is fine. Let's see if he can break armor. Breaks it, oh yeah. And he sends him off. Montezuma is on fire. Okay, he's fine. Really stupid. Captain Jazzy trying to throw a bomb, but he fumbles. Using reroll. No. Well, he throws it on himself. Well, that's 2-0 for the Tiki Taka for sure. Opportunity for the Miracle Machines to pick up the ball? No, not this time. Let's see if the Lizards can pick it up on a 5. That's a lot of tackle zones. And rolls a 1. Well, that's a reroll. And he does it on a 5. Madcap might really need this go for it to work, but no, another double 1. Counterattack from the machines. Can they pick it up? Yes. Can they hand off? Yes. Can they dodge out and continue? No, not on 1. It's a reroll. And no, another double 1. Oh, that is another perfect sequence for the Tiki Taka. Pick up, hand off, and down he goes. That's 3-0. Okay, we're 3-0 down, and that's a 1-turn TD opportunity for the Miracle Machines. The pickup works, hand off. No, reroll. And he catches it. Okay, really stupid. Yes. Always hungry? Yes. Now he needs to throw him. Okay, he makes it. And down he flies. Can he control the landing? Yes. First on the left. Another scatter. Ooh, on the right. Here we go. And the last one. Oh, another right. On the 4+, it's a touchdown. TD! No time to breathe for the machines, and the Tiki Taka are already counterattacking on the left flank. Let's see if the machines can defend this one. And no, not on 1. Well, that's a Tiki Taka touchdown. 4-1. That's it for today. It looks like Tommy and Jazzy have work to do.
Alright folks, we're back for the league, and what we're going to do is MVP lineups and subsequent upgrades.
Yes.
So, since we're running a league here, at the end of every game, if players accumulate enough SPP, star player points, to upgrade to the next level, then they can roll for some skills. So as part of the post-match sequence for the games we've played, we get to put 3 players onto our MVP lineup. These aren't necessarily players that we thought were MVPs. I certainly have 1 or 2 that did not play well. Leap. Intent. Yeah, these might just be players that accumulated enough SPPs to upgrade, or these are players that you have in mind for some sneaky skills later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in sequence from the games we played, starting with the Rotterdam Sniffles.
Oh yeah, so
take it away.
Yeah, so before I get into my very tricky names, I thought I would tell you why I put my Pestigors on the line for MVPs. Mostly because that team needs some skills to build offensive plays. And my Pestigors are my most reliable and fastest units in my roster. So if I give one of them a juicy mutation, for example, extra hand, for pickups and passes,
+1 to all of that.
Exactly.
So fantastic.
That's probably where I should start. Having said that, none of them have SPP, star player points, to start with. So it will just be 5-star
preparation
to start with, as a prep.
Yeah,
so
that's nice.
that's pretty much it. So what? Okay. So number 7, Glark Rutspew. Number 14 is Bolos Maggot Leech, and number 15 is Torgrekus Stronghorn. So let's see which one of them gets 5 SPPs.
All right,
Cool.
so we got our D3 out there.
1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Before you roll, do you want to take us through those names again?
No, that's fine. I think you all remember now. Yeah?
That's fine.
You know them by heart now.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Committed.
I'll just use numbers now to make it a bit quicker.
Who have we got?
Oh, 2. The dice is hiding.
Yep.
Oh, it's a 2.
Okay.
So
So,
it's number 15.
Who's that?
All right, I'll do it one more time.
Maggot Leech?
Okay. Who's upgraded?
Stormhorn.
Torglycus Stronghorn.
Oh,
Mr.
Oh,
Stronghorn.
Mr.
I mean, who
Stronghorn.
else?
With a name
Please,
like that.
for a pesticle.
Oh yeah.
So
I
that's
like
it, guys.
So
yeah.
he's 5 SPP now.
Yeah.
So he's 1 away from upgrading to level 2. I think it's a good strategy. You need ball handling skills in your Nurgle team.
Absolutely.
And these are the guys to do it. So yeah,
An easy little upgrade too. One pass in the start of a game, and you already know you've banked one player who's upgrading.
Yeah, well, that's
before
right.
you
They're
start
AG3, so a cheeky completion on him, and then we'll see him on the upgrade lineup again.
Hopefully.
So we'll be back for Chaos.
Yep, the Vengeful Brutes will be rolling up next. Okay, guys, welcome back. The Vengeful Brutes will now be rolling for our SPP. Now, we have Doodle, who's on 2 for his casualty, 1 for a completion on Billy Goat's Gruff. For any of you know the nursery rhyme, you'll know why. The goats that escape the trolls. And number 3, Stanley Trotters, who picked up 2 for a cash as well. So, yeah, we'll get straight into the rolling.
Yeah.
So hang on a minute. You're telling me that any one of them is going to upgrade?
So they're all upgrading. That's correct.
Oh, okay. So anyone who gets it will upgrade. I like
Yep.
that.
So,
Okay.
guaranteeing a skill here.
Well, I'm
Oh.
hoping for Stanley Trotters. Come
We'll
on,
see.
Stanley.
Come on.
Okay, Billy Goat's Gruff.
3, and Billy Goat's Gruff.
So number 2.
Yeah.
Claiming an upgrade.
Very, very nice.
So what is he getting?
Well, we'll see who rolled that now, I guess.
Oh yeah. Roll
Please.
right now. Go for it.
Hopefully he's getting +1 strength.
No.
Please. No.
Or AG.
Normal stuff.
No.
We ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's an 8.
It's an 8. Normal skill.
Yeah, look, I've thought about what I want to give him. He got a pass off in the first game, so he's going to be getting extra hands.
Yeah.
So
See,
you're
gonna be
you're
locking
already
that in.
copying me.
Oh yeah. So you've got access to general and mutation.
And mutations.
Yep,
And
okay. So a mutation.
extra hands is +1 to passing, picking up the ball, and intercepts. So, yep, filling that hole.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
I agree, 100%. Cool. Well, we'll be back for the second game. We'll start with your orcs.
Very nice.
All right, coming right up.
All right, so we're back for the orcs, and what we have is 2 black orcs and a little star player Gobbo. So we've got number 7 on the left. That's Sick Thoughts Steve.
Nice.
Sick Thoughts.
Yeah.
I see where you're going.
That's right.
Sweet enough, Will.
So sick. Toothpick in the middle. Little star player
legend.
Gobbo.
A
Yep.
legend.
Look, he did some blitzing and some fouling, and
He deserves it.
he didn't
For
get
me,
any.
he's my
well,
favorite.
that's right. Yeah, he didn't get any SPPs, so he's getting put on the lineup, so he deserves them. And then number 8, another Black Orc, messed up Mike. Now, one of the 2 of them will be upgrading.
Oh,
I'm just gonna have to check my phone and tell you
Tell
which
me
one. That's right. So
do you want to roll first, and
yeah,
we'll see.
need a dice, folks.
Yeah,
I
we can
supply.
do that. We can do that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Who do we want?
I want toothpick.
Oh, toothpick.
Well,
Without a doubt.
I like Toothpick, but for the sake of a good team, messed up Mike.
Oh, messed up, Mike.
Oh, it's Sick Thought Steve.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is that sequel? No, well,
one,
that's you rolled the 1, so that's the one you wanted.
Ah, it's messed up, Mike.
Okay, well, it's messed up.
Messed up, Mike.
Did he had the
No, it was number 7.
Okay.
So he won't be upgrading.
Okay. So
If I had it my way,
Mike,
he would be.
5 SPPs.
Yeah, 5 for messed up Mike.
All right. Well,
And
cool.
no upgrades as a result. So yeah, we'll catch you back for the next one.
All right, turn to the Berabang Falcons. The 3 players that I have for the MVP lineup, starting on the left with Marco Bolo, my catcher, who scored a TD during his first game, so he's on 3 SPPs already. Then we have Emil and Tamok, my ogre, who has 1 cash, so 2 SPPs. He would also be upgrading.
He's upgrading as well.
Yeah, and then I chose to put one of my blitzes, Seb Shabol. The reason being, I think
it.
those blitzes are amazing, and
Oh yeah.
he deserves it.
He
was an
deserves it.
That's more like a fluffy choice than anything else, to be honest. Okay, so let's go straight into it. I'm hoping for Marco Bolo, to be honest.
No, please, anyone but him.
No more.
I want Marco
Not
Bolo.
the catch.
Okay, well it's my ogre. My
Emil.
ogre. Emil and Tamok, and I'm gonna give him guard.
Oh,
okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Oh, we'll see. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if I don't roll a double or more, I mean something big, I'll give him guard.
Oh,
Well, that's +1 armor or movement.
yeah.
So maybe you might want to have a think about that.
Well, I'll definitely have a think about
Okay. All right. We'll be back for that.
that. So I made my choice. And
What
I'm
is
going
that
for
choice?
movement. +1 movement on my ogre. He moves 5 base. That makes him move 6. I think it's incredible. My entire team moves 6 and more. And I think the strength of this team is mobility. On top of like all the skills they already have. So having an ogre moving as fast as the lineman is, I think, the best choice. I mean, you don't roll 10s for upgrades every day. So
No, guard can come later.
Yeah, and as Rose was saying,
yeah.
you know, it's always a game with Blood Bowl when you just need that one extra square, those extra go for it's having
Yeah.
that extra movement. It doesn't feel like the big punchy upgrade that you want, but actually when you're playing the game, you
Yeah.
feel the effects.
could save me a reroll per game, for example.
or a turnover because you've got the loner skill.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a big roll. I think it's a good one.
All right, well, that's it. So we will move swiftly into the last but not least, gobos against lizards. And there's a lot of rolling happening.
All right, folks, we're back for the Goblin MVP lineup. So I've put the Space Goblin, my Doom Diver, on the lineup.
Goblin.
That's right. He got my only TD.
He came in.
That's right.
It's insane.
He was a rocket man, and so if he gets it, he's upgrading.
Ooh,
Yeah, really cool.
nice.
I've got the Gobstopper, number 12 in the middle, and he got a completion.
Oh,
right.
so also eligible.
Yep, so he will just upgrade. So 1 SPP for the completion and 5 for MVP. He'll be on the perfect 6 points to go to level 2. And then the Pogoer, because clearly he needs a little motivation to work a bit harder.
Yeah.
Also, I've had a chat with Jazzy, and we've realized that he needs some skills.
Yeah.
We want to make a little skill monkey Pogoer, so if there's anything wrong with the Space Goblin and I can't throw him, then I've always got a nice little movement 7 leap stunty dodge backup.
Look, I think it's the best choice. The reason for that is you don't want to stack too many SPPs on your gobos because they potentially die fast.
I don't protect them as much as the Pogoer.
Exactly.
Because the Pogoer can be a lot more explosive, and you don't want to lose him.
He's dangerous.
He
You
can
want
be
him
dangerous,
on
yeah.
SPP.
Yeah. So
Cool.
let's take it away.
Who's it going to?
Uh,
I'd like to see the Doom Diver.
I don't mind.
You got the TD.
What would you give the Doom Diver?
probably dodge.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have dodge.
Yeah, okay.
And honestly, it's not for me. It's a protective mechanism.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
to make him less easy to target. So yeah, or I'd like him or the Gobstopper just to see an upgrade.
Okay.
Oh, and it is.
Okay.
It's the Doom Diver.
The Doom Diver. Here we go.
Nice.
So
Very
let's
nice.
roll for him straight away.
Oh.
Okay. So he's probably going to get dodge. In fact,
He is.
he's getting dodge.
It's confirmed. Okay, confirmed. Very
so
cool.
we'll be back for
Tiki Takas.
Tiki Taka.
Upgrades.
Oh,
like
dear.
they need them.
Oh, dear.
Okay, guys, welcome back, and it's Tiki Taka's turn to get some more SPP. So here's my MVP line. We're starting off with Chief Tunnabok, who managed to pick himself up a cash, so he's sitting on 2 SPP. The star of the first half, Montezuma, who has scored a touchdown and got himself a cash.
Don't like Monty.
So
In the
he's
same
got-
turn?
yes. No. Well, 2 separate turns, but the same sequence.
Oh, yeah.
Just about. I mean, it's close to the same turn as it could be. So 5 SPP for Montezuma. And Miklantikutli, Mickey, he doesn't actually have any SPP at the moment. So he's sitting on 0, but he is the Aztec god of death. So I'm hoping he picks up and starts to get rolling. And I've also got Tucker at the front. And he scored 2 touchdowns. So he's already sitting on 6 SPP. So he'll be upgrading regardless. So I'm hoping for a 5, 6, or a 2 or 3 onto one of these two for 2 upgrades.
Yeah, go on now.
So here we go. Oh, it's on to Mickey.
Okay,
Mickey,
I like
quickly.
that. I like that.
Okay.
So he moves to 5 SPP.
Okay. Well, that's great. Good for us.
So, and now for Taka.
Taka.
he's
So we're going
upgrading.
straight to a great roll.
Yes.
All right. Let's see.
Oh!
That's a waste, man.
I'd take the double.
Yeah, I wouldn't take him. I wouldn't give him +1 strength.
No, too expensive.
You know what? It's tough to... I can't give him strength. And I'll tell you why. It's because...
Can you give him armor?
No. Armor's 11.
So you can't go
No,
down.
sorry, armor's 10.
Yeah,
Armor's
no,
10.
you can't pick...
No, it's not
AG
like
or-
you unlock.
No.
Okay.
So it's strength or...
Give him
it's,
block.
or it's any skill.
Yeah. Do you want to
Give him block.
have a think? And we'll come back?
Because I have all of the skills now available, as opposed to just AG, I'm actually going to take a little second to think about this one.
Fair enough.
Okay, guys, so I've had a think about it. To be honest, we all have. So, quite a long discussion. But, I don't think rolling double 6 on a skink comes around very often. He is my co-captain, so Taka is getting strength 3.
Whoa.
Which is huge.
Very nice.
I like it.
Very cool.
So that concludes the SPP rank ups for the lizards for Tiki Taka. Now next we're all gonna roll for the how much money we get from the game.
Yep, that's right.
Shall we do it live?
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it one by one.
So we'll start in reverse order.
Yep.
So we'll start with your skinks.
Yep. So because I won the game, I get a reroll.
Yep, and you also had +2 fame, so that's 20k.
Okay, so 20k plus whatever this is.
Yep. So that's 3, which would be 50k in total. Do you want to re-roll that?
I'll reroll it.
Oh.
Here we go. There's that
No,
one.
it's a 6. I know him.
Oh! Okay.
It's a 1.
$30?
Yeah,
Yep,
so that's
30K.
30,000k. Luckily, you had +2 fame. So before we move on, I'll just quickly mention that we do have expensive mistakes in this league. So if you start to accrue too much money as we go on, you're going to have to start rolling on the expensive mistakes table. And if you get unlucky with your roll, you'll start to lose some of that treasury
The
money.
goblins will
That's
steal
right,
your
some
money.
sneaky goblins. So yeah, that's 30k for the lizards.
Yep.
And we'll move on to the goblins next,
Here
just for luck.
it is.
Okay.
30k.
Well, that's 30.
That's nice.
It's not enough to get my troll, but I'll take it. No fame for me, so I'm on 30k plus 50 in the treasury, so 80.
Cool.
Let's see what I can do with that.
Okay.
nice. Onto the Birabong.
Yeah, the Barabong Falcons. I don't think I had any.
Yeah, nothing in the treasury.
Yeah. So it's
big roll.
and we drew, so it's just one roll, and that's it. Okay.
Okay. A lot of 3s.
30k.
30k. I'll
Very
take
nice.
that.
And for the orcs,
30 as well.
30k.
Here we go.
what's going on?
Shall we change dice?
Who have we got next? Chaos,
Yep.
Yeah.
please.
Oh,
Well, that's
50k.
a nice roll. Yep.
We'll take that.
And we'll
bad.
finish off with the Nurgle.
So I had 20k in fan factors. Does it count?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's 20 already, or how does it work again?
So yeah,
It's 10k for each fame. So I had +2 fame against you, or +1 fame, I think. I had +1 fame against you, so I'm getting 40k.
Okay.
And did you have +2 or +1 fame against Lockie in game
plus 1.
So you're getting an extra 10.
So you're getting 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's 60.
60k
That's a 5.
for the Nuggles.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Nice.
Which is very nice.
Yeah. Well, I'll buy myself a rotter.
Yeah, that covers
This
your...
is one missing next game, so
Yeah.
here you have it. I'm buying a rotter.
Okay,
That's it.
very nice. And we'll be back for...
We'll be back for the big reveal is what we'll be back for.
Oh, no.
Guys, I'm so excited. A new team is entering our Blood Bowl League. The Hobby House is now going to host some very cheeky froggies. And who better than the Frenchman could lead that team of slants? I'm so excited. I think, so this is obviously a third party that did those models. They're called Grebo. The models are just insane. I really love them. Took a lot of time to paint them, but I think they came out pretty well. They're super cool team. Not the strongest.
No,
very
thematic.
weird team, but very thematic.
Yep.
So in a nutshell, all the players have leap and very long legs. So
Except the Croxigal.
except the Croxigal, of course.
And what does he have?
I mean, the frogs.
Frogsicle.
The Froxigal.
So Frogsicle is very similar to a Croxigal. So Loner, Bonehead, Mighty Blow, Prehensive Tail. So Prehensive Tail is basically you -1 to your dodge if you want to dodge out of his tackle zone, which is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's super useful.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, a very good defensive skill. Gives a little bit more protection if you leap over the opponent's defense and you start getting positioned into his half. Then it's harder for them to get out and to defend on your play. So I really like it.
And
It's
those
very
catches, AG4.
Yeah,
as
and the
well,
catches
which
are
is
AG4.
insane. AG4 leaping, long legs.
Yeah, so
Because
the reason
that-
why I really wanted to paint them as quick as possible and bring them as early as possible into the league is also because we'll probably not have rules for them in the new edition.
Yeah, they're rumored to be legends.
Yeah.
In the new Blood Bowl edition.
I mean, we could still create some home rules if we wanted.
It shouldn't be too hard. The only thing that will be hard is pricing.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the teams have changed by 10, 5, 15k. It wouldn't be too hard to split the passing into the AG.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It would definitely very much be a house rule.
Yeah.
And they won't get, if they do get rules, it won't be for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah. So this is like a last hurrah.
Yeah, so, you know,
The first hurrah, too.
first and probably not last. So, yeah,
Last
we'll
for
see.
now.
That's for
And,
now. Until early 2021. But, look, we have a lot of games coming. So before we go into my roster, because obviously they didn't enter the league as part of the first round of games. So what we'll do is to make sure they get the same potential of SPPs and all that, we'll make them play twice. Just explain it.
Everyone gets the same amount of games, so everyone has the same amount of chance to upgrade and get points to, ultimately win the league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it will ultimately be
That's the bottom line.
a little bit behind, but a little bit behind the 8 ball because they're going to be facing a team who's already had SPPs. But we'll see. Jay, do you want to take us through the roster? What have you cooked up?
So it's 1 million team value. What I've done is so it's all the players that are here. So a Frogsicle, 6 Froggies, normal Froggies, linemen, 1 Blitzer, which has the jump up skill and tackling, diving tackle rule, which is amazing.
Great combo.
Amazing synergy.
You put him and the Frogsicle within a very important player of the opposing team that could potentially place a blitz. All of a sudden you have -1 for Prehensive Tail and potentially -2 with a diving tackle. Yeah. That's -3 to your dodge. So that's normally dodging out on a 6+. On a 6, which is amazing. And then next turn, he just jumps up and can still move and blitz and do whatever he wants.
It's also protective, too. The only way you can get him is if you foul him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a nice little other effect to that. Yeah.
I really like that. And because I really like to have very fast and very agile players on my back line, I took 3 catches.
Which is a lot of catches.
3 catches with AG4. They're juicy. They're juicy. I mean, they're leaping on a 2+.
That's a trap.
It's a trap.
You know that's a trap.
But I mean, I had to.
It's gonna happen. Yeah.
It sounds good, but you know.
It sounds
And
good.
also, they don't have dodge either.
No.
So they're not quite the Chris Rolumbo and Marco Bolos of the
But they're AG4.
Billabong Falcons.
Yeah, so
but-
they're dodging on a 2.
Dodging on a 2.
Exactly.
Dodging out on a 2.
They're just going to be a little bit easier to knock down before people start getting more skills like
Exactly.
tackling. Yeah.
The only thing is, as soon as they get hit with AV7, they're quite squishy.
They're like a goblin.
But
But
you
no
know,
stunty.
Yeah.
I really like them. Let's see how they go. I've never played them before. They're probably not the most efficient team, but how fun are they? They're going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited about this. So we will see you in a minute to see who the Slans will play first.
Anyone but the lizards, really.
I wouldn't know that.
Oh,
Share the pain.
jeez, can you imagine?
All right, we'll see you in a second. All right, guys, we're back, and this time I'm gonna pick the team that I'm going to play against for the first game with my Slans. So we have a little Champions League-like ball here with little how do you call them?
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Yeah, little Kinder egg.
Kinder eggs.
Kinder surprise.
Exactly. And each of them contain the logo of one of the teams. So let's see.
Well, the question is, who do you want and who don't you want?
I don't want the lizards, obviously. I don't want the lizards. I probably don't want chaos neither, because that could be bloody because of my low
just
AD.
say it.
I want the goblins.
Exactly.
It's fine.
Here we go.
All right, let's do this. Oh, come on!
Oh.
Isolation.
And who is your fate?
Oh!
That's good.
Okay.
And facing.
The goblins! Yes!
That's great.
Okay.
All right. Wow.
We have a game.
There they are. The calamitous
Characters.
characters.
Oh,
Jazzy Kabooms.
Calamitous
Wow.
characters.
exciting.
be a lot of
That's cool.
I like it.
Okay, so, why don't you each pick one to see which is going to be the
So
second
for the
game?
next
So
game.
this is for round 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be, you pick the first.
So the first team playing in round 2.
Oh,
I didn't quite get the
come on.
is going to be
Oh. Tiki Taka.
Taka.
Okay.
It's nice to be safe.
There they are.
Okay.
Look at it. Not
Not bad.
pop it.
A bit better.
And they will be going up against.
Oh.
Humans.
Oh.
Come on.
Perfect. I don't. You know what?
More Gruffalo's miracle machines.
Revenge.
I'm coming after
machines.
Toothpick.
All right. So we've got Tiki Taka against the Miracle Machines.
Okay, not bad.
What a draw.
Wow.
Okay, do you want me to pick the
Yeah.
next
Go
one?
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, let's do this.
So this is the next matchup.
Yep.
And you have to mix a little bit. What are you picking?
Give it a good swell.
Okay.
Oh. So, game 3. Oh, that.
See?
I don't know what you're doing.
That's beautiful. Game 3 of week 2.
What?
First up.
Oh,
the Rotterdam Sniffles.
The Rotterdam Sniffles.
Against.
So Nurgle up against.
We might have to redraw this one. Yeah.
Oh, it's the Vengeful Brutes. So what happens now is
The Vengeful Brutes will play the Slants
Yeah.
in round 2,
Yeah.
which means it's going to be the Sniffles against the humans.
against.
Oh, wow.
Just to show that there weren't two
Well, yeah.
goblins or.
That's a good point.
I'm not sure. What Jay printed all these out.
I want the goblins.
Yeah. Okay.
What can I get?
What are
that
you
for?
doing?
So just to show
Magic
for
is this?
integrity, up against
Just press them on the side.
is of course the Billabong Falcons.
Yeah, the Falcons. Okay.
And there they are.
Okay.
So, the Falcons
Bring that over here.
against the Sniffles.
Yes.
That means 2 of my teams
Yep.
are playing against each other. So, I reckon we have to roll to see who is going to play.
Yeah, I think that's probably the fairest way.
Yeah?
Yeah, we roll off to see who will play who.
Okay, let's do this.
No one else is playing anyone else's team, so
No, it's perfect.
Yeah, this is the only one.
Yeah.
All
Do you
right,
wanna
so
take
on a 1, 2, 3, Jerome, you are running your sniffles,
Okay.
and on a 4, 5, 6, you're running your humans.
So I don't even have to get to choose my team.
No. Jerome can choose, I think.
I think I should be able to choose my team.
So what's the roll for?
Between the both
Between
of you.
us, who's
Who's going to
runs
play against me?
Oh, okay.
No, I think okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
On a
Let's-
1,
let's
2,
roll.
3. No,
Yeah.
let's roll.
I think
Let's
the roll
for
makes more
everything.
sense. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. I'll
Gets a
play
bit
my.
gamey otherwise.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. 1, 2, 3. I play my sniffles.
Yep.
4, 5, 6. I play the falcons.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay, so you're playing the
Playing the
Falcons.
Barabong
falcons.
Yep.
Okay.
And either Wills or I will be piloting the Nurgle.
Well, I think you should roll.
Well, it's a sketch.
Roll live.
isn't it? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Roll live.
Yep.
What numbers? do you
So
want?
highest place.
Yeah, highest place.
I want to play.
Oh.
Classic.
There we go. Easy.
Oh, chill again.
3 hours later.
Oh, no, doesn't
Not in the
count.
dice tray.
It's gotta be in the dice tray.
Has to be in the tray.
Oh, he does it
Tell you
again.
what, it didn't matter.
What a beast.
Oh, what
Please.
is
I
going
tried a little.
The reverse.
Oh, there we go.
Well,
So I'm a sniffler.
you are the sniffer.
Oh, okay.
For 1 week only.
I'm gonna memorize all those names. I'm gonna get them all.
You've got something horn, strong horn.
Stronghold.
Yeah, tell you what.
Yeah.
See if you can get him 1 SPP and he'll be.
Stronger.
Okay, time to cut.
All right, guys. That's it. We have all our games. We have the first game to be released. Obviously, will be the Slans
And the goblins.
against the goblins.
What a game.
And then we will see. But in the meantime, thanks a lot for watching. If you like what we're doing and if you like what we're producing, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. You'll see on the description of this video, you'll see a couple of links to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, as well as a link to support us. So yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, check us out. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
First time with the 3 of us on camera, so I
did
can't
all right.
wait to. Yeah. Well, I don't know
Yeah,
about
heaps
you,
of
but
fun.
I think we did all right. All right, we'll see you very soon.